Hello everyone, today we will be reviewing the Wave 4 Releases Location Office sets. I'm going to start off with the 4 solo packs and then move on to the play sets. And yes, I do plan on buying 4 Bitty Babs so I can get 4 mini arenas, and I do want to I'm going to customize this one to have the blue eyes in the game. I'll put a picture up on screen. Like that one. So, that'll be fun to do. And I'm gonna do that really soon. I do plan on, in like December, do all my custom figures. I really do just minor paint jobs. But let's start off with the 4 solo packs. Starting off with Circus Baby. I did give her the Funko microphone, and at the end I will compare them. I don't have the entered Funko figure, unfortunately. I know. Maybe I'll do a short whenever I do get the entered Funko figure, comparing the two. But we'll compare the main 4 in a little bit. Yeah, don't have entered, but yet I have a little bit. It makes very little sense. Anyway, Circus, move you guys like over there. Circus Baby, I think, might be the second best in the wave. She's hefty too, like. Oh my god, and I thought the puppet box was like gonna be a heavier one or mangle. This it's like she feels so dense, if that makes any sense. Sticky tack for the microphone because she doesn't have that. She does have the pins, which I do wish the tips were painted like that light blue color, but that's fine. That's a minor detail. You know, standard articulation for World of. This is not impacted from the jump scare feature now, but my arm, it's a little loose. It's usually a lot more loose, I guess. Yeah, but that's fine. So yeah, that's fine. I do like that they included that. So her dress and top piece can come off. I'm not doing that. Even though, it is rubber and it's not glued in. I don't know why they can do that. Not gonna question it either. Let's look at the back. It looks pretty bad. I'm just gonna say that. It looks pretty bad from the back, but you're not displaying it like this. You're displaying it like this. I'll get to the face in a second. But I think this is a really nice figure. That is quite ugly from the back. The neck is a little large, but that's to fit the face plates. Other than that, I think this is a great figure. Now, if we look at her jump scare action, that is crazy. Like, I never could. I thought it'd have to be like a $50 figure to get moving faceplates, but nope. It's right here, and I love it. Her eyes are way too big, and I feel like her face should be a little more squished, but other than that, it's fine. Like, mainly, if you can take the faceplates off, not on Funtime Freddy, because this happens, and you don't want this to happen. But you see that space there? To me, you see this large amount of space? That's not needed. I don't think that's needed. Maybe for the jump scare feature to work, but they should have squished that down and maybe elongated the face a bit. But it's still a great figure. This is another issue. Why isn't this endo? That's, I think, the biggest issue. And that pisses me off. This should be endo. It's on the other side too. Can see. But for what a $15 figure, it's really good. And that's just so cool. I'm gonna put you in there temporarily. Now let's look at, oh boy, Fun Time Foxy. I don't like this figure. I'm just gonna say I don't like this figure. I mean, yeah, it's got the standard articulation, and it does have the opening faceplates. Cool. Jazzwares, I don't want Help Wanted colors. I want sister location colors. And that's kind of the same thing with Baby, but it's a lot less noticeable. Like, editor me, put sister location Funtime Foxy, Help Wanted Funtime Foxy. We want this one, not this one. What did they do? They did that one, not that one. Like, this is not the right color for the tail. I am glad it's articulated though. Like these colors I don't like. The bow tie, and there's just something wrong about the face. I think the cheeks are way too close. Well, I know they're close, but they should be like a little further back, but let's look at the jump scare feature. It's really hard to press. Like, I sometimes have to use my finger to extend it. The endo looks pretty good. I don't like the way how I understand they can't do the two faceplates on the jaw, but they should have at least painted the inner mouth. Like, if you look at it, it's not painted. These are good. From the back, it looks good, except the coloring issues. Why'd they put the text there? I don't know. But other than that, it's a surprisingly good articulated figure. Color-wise, trash. Oh, there that goes. Trash. Just put you behind here so I don't have to look at you. I'm going to do Ennard first. Yes, because that's kind of the first three that were shipped, if you will. I think Ennard's really good. I just don't like Ennard in general. Which, might have some bias towards this review of him. But he looks really good. All the eyes on him glow in the dark. Why are the stripes? I don't know. From the back, he looks really good on the back. Like, all the detail. I know the Funko one doesn't have these, like, protruding wires. So, it really is just kind of it's a great figure. Don't like the character, though. Now, if we look at the mask, I know it's one faceplate, but that's good. That's what he does. Here's my... Did I mention that they didn't paint the stripes? And it's on the packaging. Like, look at that. There's stripes on the packaging. It's really good. See, I can take that one off. So why can't we take this off and have a maskless Ennard? I understand not the button. No, they could have done that too, because they did that with Mangle. So this kind of just confuses me. Also, they should all have voice articulation. Like, the jump scare feature doesn't interfere with that. But whatever. You know, I'm not going to complain. That's a lie. I am going to complain. But I know it's really... He's a good figure. Just have a little bit of personal bias towards him. Now, it's going to be the opposite for Funtime Freddy and Bon! You don't... Ow. You don't... Turn back on. You don't understand how much I love this figure. You could tell there was a lot of effort put into him. The colors are perfect. He looks perfect. His head should be a little longer. Other than that, his top hat can spin, which is cool, I guess. And to all those reviewers, his microphone is removable. Like, I've watched, I think it's 7 reviews on him, and they say his microphone can't remove. You're being too gentle with your figures. If you have to really yank it, then you have to really yank it. If it just pops right out, it pops right out. It's not that difficult. Like, yes, it's a snug fit, but it's removable. I'm not going to call out any names. You could tell there was a lot of care. Let's look at the jump scare feature. And that mold, I think, is the best one. It's got all 6. Again, the neck's a little long, but it's for the feature. You could tell they're going to make a Yendo just by that mold. And I am going to be so excited. I really hope it comes with an official Electro Bab so I don't have to customize one. But I probably still will, just because what else am I going to do with 4 Biddy Babs? Bon, he's on a joint, which I find amazing. He looks, I don't know if you know this is the best Jazzers figure ever made. I think it might be even include Funtime Freddy in that. I think a close second, believe it or not, and this is for World of Only, is going to be Balloon Boy. But get him out of here, because he's going to come in a later review. I actually have like 15 bonbons. 3. It's 3. I'm going to make this one into Bonnet, because if they make Yendo, they better put in Bonnet and Electro Bat as like a 3-pack. And maybe Dark Springtrap would be cool in there. Now, I did buy a 3rd Funtime Freddy figure. And I just painted the ball joint gray, so it's like him without Bonbon. And I removed Bonbon. And this Bonbon figure is amazing. If you don't know, Bonbon is my favorite character. I don't really like Funtime Freddy. I know. It's crazy. He can't go back on, unfortunately, but that's why we have him. So I'm just going to put you guys back on the shelf. No, Bonbon. Oh, no. Oh, no, he fell. And did I mention my broken one already? Yeah, that's if you remove the faceplates. So this is Funtime Freddy. I think it's the best one. And that's kind of a personal bias because of Bonbon. Now, I'm not going to review The Office yet, but I'm going to review the figures that come with The Office set. So, Ballora. Yep. This Ballora figure is something. Comes with the right wall and the floor piece here with the controlled shock panel. But, oh God, Ballora. She is way too tall, if I might say that. She doesn't even fit in here. Like, barely. And also, I have a lot of problems with this one. Unfortunately. Can you... Like, I don't like you, but you could at least stand up. She's way too fat. Like, look at that. Here. Not gonna comment on that. She can do some poses. She cannot stand for the life of her. I gave her a Funko Pop stand. And I gave the Ballora stand the Foxy World of. Just because this makes her stand and look actually even with the base. And it stands up better. Her face is just bad. She's not a great figure. Ballora is a very tricky character to make into a figure, though, so I can't really blame him. Now, if we look. I like how snappy it is. But that endo face is just horrific. Her eyes don't look like this. Put a picture of Ballora's eyes. It's not this. But, and I am glad they put in the glow-in-the-dark eyes, even though you really can't see him. Stay in the stand. But yeah, that's Ballora. I'll review the mini arenas as well. So I currently have 2 out of the 4 I'm going to get. I sticky that because I display this one strange. I can display it on top of the... You'll see when I get to that. I'm glad it can removable to the base. The base is nothing special. They should have done that with Balar, but I get why they didn't. This figure is great. And I know people are like, oh, it's just the mini Rena. I like it. And I'm glad they put this much detail into it. And they're making me buy 4 of them. For $30 at GameStop, which is a scam. Or $20 on Amazon for whatever restock. Now let's get into the Bitty Bab. Not you. I'm customizing you. This figure doesn't have that great of articulation. Also, the buttons on the front, which I get why they did, because there's already like a button there, so they just said, make that the button. Why not? Standard articulation. Actually, no, there's no... It's standard articulation for a tiny figure. It's like Balloon Boy. Now, let's look at the jump scare feature. It sucks, but I'm glad it's included. Like that. It doesn't extend all the way. Like, you would have to pull it back, which you shouldn't have to do, but that really is my, like... That's the part that least bothers me. Also, that vent back there, that's just the shadow. Now let's get into my second least favorite. My least favorite of this set. Bulbit. I hate this figure. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate it. I strongly dislike it. Why? The purple is way too pink for me. Alright? It's got great articulation. Better than Funtime Foxy. Since when did Lobit have black fingertips? 100% sure they're white. I don't think they should be that color. I think they should be orange. It's like I do like how they painted the speaker black, but other than that, let's look at the faceplates. Way too shiny, but I think it's better than Funtime Foxy, just because it's easier. Man, did they mess these two up a lot. Now, a little bit. I bought a second Bitty Pop to do this. And I'm gonna have a little bit like holding a TV. And yes, I sanded down the Bitty Pop, unscrewed it from the base. I'm gonna display a little bit like that, and I think that's cool. I actually have a second one because I thought I was gonna do all 3, but then I realized how small Lobit's hands were. I don't really think things fully through like that. So, but this wave is great. Let's get into the office set now. Let me just move these figures. I should probably cut this part out of the video and then think about it. Alright, so this is the office playset. See, this is why I put sticky tack, because it won't stand if I don't do that. Let's start off with the props. So the fortune teller. This figure sucks. Have a second one. I am going to paint the second one. Yeah, I don't like it, but I'm glad it's included. I'm not even going to move those because it's so hard to keep them in place, but the heads, the human heads, I do have a second set. I am going to paint them accurate white, not flesh colored, but I think those are way better than the fortune teller. Now, if we look inside, we have the baby clock, the speaker, the fan grate. Yes, this does slide, and I keep it open because I display one of my Bitty Babs coming like that in it. We have the inner mask, which I wish was removable, but it's not. We have the lights, the span fins. Spins? Oh my god. The fan spins. Honestly, this center control module piece, I would just display it on its own. That's how well it is. If they didn't make these two, I'd be fine with it. Let's look on Balora's side. So you do have the controlled shock panels, which is the same, just reversed on each side. That should be red, but that's a minor detail that I don't really care about. I'm trying not to break the entire thing, because mine is very loose. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's lifting in that corner. And if I turn this, you can see how my lobet side doesn't clip in, and I don't know why. So that, and I had the same issue with the FNAF 1 office. I don't know why I have such bad luck with these. I'm just gonna remove you. You guys are way too annoying. Don't look at my junk corner. Lobet side, I know this is kind of the both because it's kind of the same thing, just reversed. They do have the holes, which I do like. They both, look at that, man. I can't even adjust the vent without it shifting out of place. Okay, well, it's real. This vent here does get stuck. It is see-through glass, which is nice. Now, this camera, I really like how it's articulated and such. I think they did a great job with that. Not with the connection points, because it doesn't work, but that's fine. Now, Balora's side is the same thing. This vent doesn't get stuck, and I will keep it open because I keep, my other mini arena, coming out here, like that. I'll probably show my sister location shelf at the end of the video when it's all back up. But I really like this. I think it's the best place that they've made. It is a little weak, but other than that, it's fine. And every time I try to move it, it explodes. So that's it for this one. For this review. I'm not done. I'm still going to compare and show you my sister location shelf. So, I don't know if you can see that, but you see that how it's raised? I can't seem to fix that, but I'll cut back in on comparing Funko. Okay, so now we will be comparing Circus Baby Jazzers versus Circus Baby Funko. I don't think it's a no-brainer. Jazzers wins, although I like the coloring better on Funko. Just gonna say that. Now for accessories, it's Funko. But, because I'm using the Funko microphone for this. Funko figure is not bad at all. I actually enjoy it. Now, if we compare it to Bitty Bab's scale, it's a little big compared to the Funko one. Not really for the Jazzers. So I'm gonna say Jazzers. That's a win for Jazzers. Win side, lose side. Couldn't tell. Let's do Blora. Funko one is so much better. It looks so much better. Well, it's not a lot better, but it is better. I know there's no that, but and the stand is cool too. But it is really tall, the stand, so I'm glad. Because Balora's already way too tall. Circus Baby's just way too short for Funko. But I'm going to say Funko gets the win there. Now, Funtime Foxy and the Funko Funtime Foxy. Now, there's less articulation on this one. I know that, but I'm just going to say it's better. The coloration is so much better on that one than this one. This is really hard for me because I really like both of these figures. But they have this and Bonbon's a lot better, even though I love this Bonbon. And they both come with microphones, but I'm sorry, Funko. You're going back there. For Annette, I'm just going to do the picture one, and I'm going to make this quick since I actually don't have the figure to compare. I think Jazzers wins it. You just look at it. Now, here's the hard part. Lolbit versus Lolbit. I kind of wish Lolbit did have the hook, not gonna lie. I think that's part of Lolbit's character, but I understand why they didn't do it. The Funko coloration is so much better in my opinion. These should be white, but whatever. I like the hook. And I like the rarity of it. This purple is horrible. There's no black fingertips. The purple's horrible. Believe it or not, I think it's a tie between Funko and Jazzers. Jazzers has Entered Circus Baby Funtime Freddy. And Funko has Ballora Funtime Foxy and Lolbit. Now, if we throw in Bitty Bab and Mini Rena, Jazzers. No doubt about it. But I think for these 6, it's a tie. But if you throw in the playset, Jazzers wins immediately. I think this will be the only way Funko has an actual contending in. So everything else, not great. It's going to be it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to. Watch my other reviews. More will be coming soon. If you don't know, I'm kind of posting them daily, if you will. But this one is really fun. I love all of these figures. Oh, right, I gotta show you my sister location shelf. So this is my sister location shelf with the display and the inside. Funko going in the back. My inner figure would go right there. The Funko one. You have the display in the front. Security breach, empty shelf. FNAF 2, FNAF 1, AR, and other things. But I enjoyed this way, and that's it. Again, comment, like, subscribe if you want to. And watch my other reviews, and that's going to be it for this review. These figures are great. I recommend you get them if you haven't already. And goodbye.